And we're live with a take two on Friday, then Saturday, Sunday. What just happened? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, child of God, messenger. The Lilith reincarnated on a second helping. In order to keep up with me, I can't. Do you hear the fucking tone in my voice? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? You would have had to catch what I just posted on my community page. Could not believe it. Breathe. As I said, I'm so excited I'm going to throw up. You ever felt like that? Both my kids started laughing. They're like, no. It's like you've never been this excited in your life. Wait till you become an adult. You can't handle it, and it literally comes out. Like, you know, you get so nervous you're going to just throw up. Like, you're just so excited. Oh, God. So I was just going to go smoke. And then I was like, I don't know, guys. I feel really weird. I was like, let me just go smoke. I took a shower, put on my Seattle Seahawks fucking gear, and I was like, just chilling. And then I got a call. And it says the Salvation Army. I'm like, they're calling me. I called them this morning for a hotel voucher because it was fucking snowing. And they're like, no. And I was like, well, that's weird. But okay, whatever. So when they call me, that's what I think they're calling me to tell me, is that they actually opened it. And it's the guy there's a couple of people that answer the phone lines over there, but there's one I have both of the guys. Because David was just excited to talk to me last week. He's like, I ain't to you forever. I was like, anyways, so I talked this morning. He's like, no, they're not opening it, but I'll keep you on the list, and hopefully we're going to have a spot real soon. They can't tell you what they see on their side. They can't get you excited. They can't tell you what it looks like. Right? Anyway, so then he calls me, it's him, and he's like, well, I wanted to be the one to call you. You know, I just came back from the new facility, and they have room for you and your family. It's a private room with a TV in it, and he's all, not all the rooms have one. And he's all, and I was like, well, what about the dog? And he's like, yeah, definitely can bring the dog. He said, you can stay there for, you know, at least a month, and then they'll get you with the case manager, and as long as you're working with the case manager, they go from there. Could be longer, but the point is to get you into stable housing and go from there. And I'm just like, whoa. I was like, well, this will be the last time I talk to you then, because that's their job. Their job is to find me placement. After this, it's over. And I was like, well, the next time you come to the facility, you make sure you come and meet me in real person. Because I think our journey ends here. You did your job. And he was really happy for me and everything, and that was it. I was like, oh my God. He's like, so you have between 1 and 8 to go do the orientation and move in? And I'm just standing there like, what? It almost sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it is. It's going to be different, and there's going to be rules and whatever, but you got to understand, I've been doing this for 2 years, and every morning waking up, having to let go of this and trust God has been harder and harder and harder and harder. But every morning, and that's what I posted last night. That was my last post last night. It's like, I'm grateful just to have a fucking warm bed to sleep in, a hot shower, and a good meal. That's a human right that most humans don't have, and that's what we fight for every day. The basic things that every human, and I don't fight for it. I have to trust God to provide such things. But that's what I was thinking. I was like, that's what I told the kids. I was like, dude, no more having to hunt a shower. No more using public bathrooms and using, other people's fucking microwaves. We did this, dude. We did it. Like I said, dude, God made me this way, and I had to make the best out of it and be proud of myself and what he was doing and not hate myself and not be shameful of myself, even though everybody was. And going back to it, it's like, so then all this money comes in, and now it's my job. I've got to find myself a way of life again. And that's where I was last night. Show me what you want me to do, God. You've given me these great options, but I don't know what to do. I don't want to fuck this up. And we had a conversation last night in the video, and he didn't give me an answer. The answers lie within. But I was like, for the first time ever, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not clear. And that's because it wasn't clear to me. So going back to it, this isn't an answer to all of my problems, but it is. Right now I have so many burdens. He's released those burdens. Meaning I don't have to worry about where we're going to sleep every night, where we're going to find a shower, you know what I mean? All of this shit every night for at least a month. And I don't have to come up with money for it too. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to, there's a lot going on here. It's like he just took so much off. He really did. To where I can breathe. And the first priority they're going to say is these kids need to be in school. That is a beautiful thing. They're going to do everything anything to help me get them into school. Now, I want to point out, the kids here in Denver are about to go into spring break this next week. So we have all this week to get ready. So then, they go back into whatever. I have no idea what they're going to do with them as far as the year. But they can sneak under the radar, and, it's not midweek. Everybody comes back. Mr. Plum pointed that out to me. He said always during breaks, kids are moving and new kids are coming. It always happens during during winter breaks and spring breaks. So it's kind of poetic in the sense of, he's answering their needs. And then, all of this, bro. I've made this a lifestyle, but it is a struggle. The struggle is real, and staying calm and trusting God is the fucking journey. The struggle is real, and the struggle is, your pride and your fears and your anxieties about, where you are in life and where you've come from. Like, how did I get here? How the fuck? And truthfully, that's when you have to stand back and realize the only way you're going to get out is if He brings you out. Now, I couldn't make up my mind if I was supposed to use all this money to go buy a trailer, get myself a house and a job. Or if I didn't do that, if I was going to make a mistake by not having this house and a job. If I would have, in the last week, I would have wasted all my money. No, I wouldn't have. I would have had something to show for my money, but where would I have put it? Would I have turned down this opportunity? And that's the thing, is like you can stand in your own way. In the sense of, this is just an opportunity of rest and peace, redirection during this time. And I told you, it's no time to travel. Springtime is dangerous. The weather is dangerous, most dangerous in the spring. I know this, dude. When you're going from fucking, when everything, that's just your own awakening. When everything wakes up, it's dangerous. When bears wake up, and when everything wakes up, it's dangerous. So going back to it, it's like, wow. And then it opened up all these possibilities, because that's what a case manager is supposed to do, is help you find housing, help you get a job. The things I couldn't do for myself and that I wasn't sure what to do, somebody else, a professional, is going to come in. You know what I mean? And not to say that I can't do any job, but then maybe, all of this. It's like the very things that I wanted so badly and kept chasing. The whole point was to let go of it. Let go and let God. Again, they have the money. They told me that last week. Leo told me that last week. We have the funding to get you in a house. All you got to do is find somebody who will pay your first month and your deposit. I'm like, but how do I maintain the house without a job? And there's all of these, I don't know what's right for me and anything, but God's opening up all kinds of possibilities where I could have limited myself by my own pure desires. No, but I want my way. And that's what happened. What did He do? It was Monday, wasn't it? He said, you're not going that way. And I threw a fit. And then He showed me another way, but I wasn't going that way either. And that's what I showed you. They showed me the horse. I was like, they're showing me a horse where they're just guiding me until it's time to go. And that's where it is. It's like, oh my God, this will be the last time I pack up, for a while. This will be the last time I pack up and unpack my car finally. I can get it all out. It's not a forever home, but it's a home. And that's what I said. We're finally going home. When we stayed in the hotel, we didn't know how long we'd be there. They'd extend it 3 days, 4 days. One time it was a week. We ended up staying there 45 fucking days. I could have fucking figured out something if I knew I was going to be in one place for that long. But that was the whole point. Going back to this. Stay in the here and now. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about the past. And, that's what I said. I was like, this is what I was working for. I got myself on this list because they said they would find something for me. And you're on it for so long that you just give up. I didn't give up. Like I said, I call every week and stuff. I don't give up. But you stop believing for a little bit. You literally, I just didn't believe in it. I hoped, but I didn't put all my beliefs into it. And, I'm like, thank you for the eclipse. You eclipsed my life. You changed it. We get to freaking walk into a new home, a new situation. And I called Ray, and he was sad to lose my buddy, but I'm really glad for you guys. You really need this. And it's like, well, you're not losing me as far as you were about to. And, you know, once I get this couple things done with my car, you're my only friend. So naturally, I'll come out and hang out with you. And that's really the truth. It's like I did get a friend out of this, and that's what God said. You know what I mean? I had to learn to put up the boundaries. I had to, you know, distance myself. Now I'm going to a place that he doesn't know. And that's what he said, where is it at? I was like, they're going to send me the information, but he already texted me. Not fully. And that's it, too. It's like, you know, I get to start new somewhere new. I've never been on this side of town. They're going to place me on it. That means this is going to be my side of town now. You know, just like Aurora. I never lived in Aurora. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's like, wow. But yeah, I saw it going a different way. And that's what I looked at. I was like, and now we have all this money. Meaning, you know, it's just security, bro. And that's what I told. It's not like we're going shopping. We don't, I mean, yeah, the kids are going to need some clothes for school and shit. That's fine. That's true. They need some haircuts. They need some new shoes. This is just basic bullshit. But he gave me a way to provide for them so that we're not walking into situations lacking or needing shit. You know what I mean? I don't need anything. All I needed was that, basics, bro. Just a fucking shower, a bathroom. That's what I said last night. Dude, thank God I have a toilet. I can run, because, like, I don't know, once the cold weather hits in the car, bro, it's like I gotta pee. And I don't, you know, we make it so warm in the car that I take off all my layers. So then I've got to hurry up and put all these clothes on, not wake up anybody, jump out in the cold, run, a block or two to a fucking bathroom to pee in the middle of the night. And sometimes I'll do that twice in the middle of the night. So, like, last night I was just grateful that I'd be able to run to the bathroom when I needed to. And I have to fucking, like, sit there and sing, oh my God, I'm going to pee. My son makes these jokes, and it's so inappropriate. It's so inappropriate. It makes everybody uncomfortable. He's like, it's coming out. I'm like, hold it in. It's this weird thing. It's like, little things like that. And that's what I told Ray. I was like, hopefully I won't have to live out of, I told yesterday. I was like, guys, am I crazy for carrying a fucking fryer around, an air fryer in my car? I never had one. I do believe that we'll have a place where we can fry food. Do you think it's just wasting space and I'm just holding on to shit? No. I believed that, you know what I mean? We're getting the fuck out of this microwave, bro. We've been living out of a microwave for so long. And fast food when we haven't. It's like you splurge on it. No, it's just an extra option. That's why I laid in bed yesterday like, fast food or the microwave. You know? Not having access to refrigerators, just basic needs and shit like that. And I'm really grateful, and I want to share this story because, you guys have so much to be grateful for, and I myself did. I didn't appreciate the lifestyle that I built for myself until I lost it. And then, I didn't lose it. I surrendered. I sacrificed everything. And only to have more appreciation for the things that really do matter. Do you know what I mean? That's it. And going back to it, it's like, and still the options are there. You know what I mean? The options are still there. It's just he gave me somewhere to sit and rest during this time. For a minute. In the sense of it's going to, they're going to open up all kinds of other options. Isn't that cool? As soon as I said that, I heard advocacy. I'd be great in advocacy. I'd be great in social work. Something I've never done. And, you know what I mean? Healing classes and stuff like that. This gives me an opportunity to look at different things. Plus, I told you I didn't want to leave home. I wasn't ready to leave home yet. I could still, after I get myself situated, take us a little vacation up to Alaska, you know what I mean, or whatever. Lots of things could happen. And that's what I said. It's like, you're trying to meet your needs, but you don't even know what you need yet. God knows what you need. And yeah, you want everything to be forever. I'm like, dang, what if they get us an apartment after this, and I get a job, and everything goes back to normal? Whoa. Watch that thinking. And fuck everything up. You don't want to go back to where you came from. You want to just find out a way to take everything you know into a new future that is still familiar. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. It's like, in a blink of an eye, God can come and change your whole situation. Not to say that it's going to be easier. Again, there's going to be rules. There's going to It's gonna be a new situation, but he'll give you a new situation when you're ready to go to that next level. You can't force it. And again, sometimes you think you're never going to get out of this if you don't get yourself out of it. And you're not sure what's truly going on. So I wanted to share that 15 minutes of, fame. And it is. It's like, as the wheel changes. I want you to let go of this. We're going to start a new life. And these are all on positive notes. This is all positive. Do you hear this chair? What a negative chair. Alright, since I'm sitting here and all of this is open and I'm about to pack it up, and that's it too. I'll be able to set up my altar and not have to break it down all the time. I'll be able to pull it all out. I'll get to everything out of my car finally. I get to pull all our clothes out, and the blankets and everything. That's what I really need to do, is detail it. Make it, a car again and not our home. It's not, but it is, It's a beautiful car. It served more than a car, but it's like, it's amazing, bro. If I showed you, like, it's like everything has its place and everything, and now I get to pull it all out, bro. It's just a good feeling. Again, when I was staying at the hotel, no, I'd have to go over to the other car and get more stuff, or we go to the clothing banks and shit, but I never had all my shit with me. Never pulled it all out because it's such a bitch to put it all in. We didn't pull out all our clothes. We were, until the bag got full. You know what I mean? In essence, we just keep wearing clothes, to be honest. Let's see, something fell. We're ready for an adventure. Knight of Wands. Could be a man in your life, too. Hey! Are you still ashamed of me and what God's doing? I don't know. It's not going to get any worse. It's only going to get better. The things he's done, that's it. It's like, my life won't get worse. It only gets better. But there will always be challenges. He's going to challenge me, and I'm going to challenge myself to the end of this life. But we're on an adventure. Let's talk about this. This is our current energy on our Friday then. Now, it sounds as good as it sounds right now. It's still Friday. This is still a challenge. We're being asked to let go of that no longer serves us. What are we letting go of? What I tell you he asked me to let go of? The journey. Let go of the struggle. Let go and let God. I know what I've taken you through. I know how hard your life has been, but you've overcome it. Now let's go. There's more to come. We've overcome. Now let's go. Interesting, huh? And then that goes back to the Ram in Aries. This is your card, dickhead. You're right there. You're not an Emperor. You're a Knight of Wands. This is you. This is you. My Chariot has arrived. And that's the balance, the duality, bro. This could be a journey. This card is you taking a journey. You might be moving to a new place. Yeah, I am. Inglewood. I haven't been on there. Whatever. Just want to point out, that's fucking Lizzo's fat ass. Bitch, I'm gonna call you a fat ass forever. Why? Because you can be skinny, but remember who you are, bro. And that's how I see myself. Girl, I'm a big ass girl. I might look small to you, but that's just my skin. I've got a big girl attitude. Going back to it, Lizzo works at a King Supers in Inglewood. In her story, like, yeah, big girls be, maybe I should go get a job there. If they hired you, they'll definitely hire me. Come on, Knight of Wands. I'm playing around. Put your wand away. Knight of Wands. And as I told you, I showed you Beltane. That's what comes after Ostara. Springtime. Good shit. I also said it was the Four of Wands. Let me show you why. See? They're the same. Did you see my cards earlier in my reading when I was showing you? See? That's where we're at. Harmony. I am. But we're dealing with the Knight of Wands here. There's plenty of fiery energy around at the moment, and you are caught up in a world of activity, setting yourself new challenges and feeling confident that you are able to tackle any problem. There's certain no time to be sitting around thinking. You need to be up doing. Nevertheless, you have a clear plan that any risks are well calculated, and finish each task as it arises, or all this energy will be wasted. And that's it. 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I gotta do a reading. I gotta do this. You're just drawing. It's like, and then you have no energy. Then you have more. And don't forget, you need to rest sometimes. And that's what I told him. I was like, I'm going to do a reading and probably take a nap before we do this. I have a whole new life to put on in a minute. The Knight of Wands may indicate an unexpected event that results in rapid change. That's it. Thank God he gave me more than, you know, he's like between 1 and 8. If he would have said 1 and 3, I would have panicked. It's too soon. It's too soon. I need time. I need time. Dude, you've had all the time in the world. You've been, like, for real. What do you mean you needed time? And that's where it is. It's like, what am I going to tell him? You live in your car. Why can't you drive to the plane? Like, I don't have any excuses. And that's it. I need a little more time to let this. This is too much. I think I'm going to throw up. This is happening all too fast. This card involves moving home, a new job, business, or travel. Same as the Chariot. I told you. It's just confirmation. Someone important may be entering or leaving your life. And, you know, Ray and I are just distancing. I'm not, you know, it's not a full cutoff. I cut you off, dude. When I cut you off, I cut you off. You know it's a full cutoff. Don't fucking talk to me no more. There is no point in resisting this change, so be flexible. The Knight of Wands may be a man in your life. He is attractive, sexy, charming, and glamorous. Oh, God, Russ. Wasn't that fast? Dude, they put me on Russ's post in 40 seconds of him posting it. He didn't even put it in his stories. He tests the waters. Yeah, bitch, the waters are boiling. I'm still in your energy. It was an interesting little peek. I liked how you say. I liked the idea of it. I have nothing sour to say about it. You're like leaving Santiago, now entering, you know, the wild side or whatever. I thought it was intriguing. Well done. High five. But what was interesting is they put me on you, and dude, I'm on you like fucking white on rice, bro. 40 seconds. He had just posted it, bro. He didn't even post it in his stories, and that's what they do. They want to see how long it takes me to know that they've done something. Bro, I know what you're doing. I don't. God does, and he puts us together for these moments. Congratulations. Good job. And that's how fast it happens to me, too. Your life's going in a wild direction, so is mine. My story is probably going to be better than yours, because you're still the same old same hoe. Love you, Russ. Love you, Russ. Like, that's your twin flame? Yeah, bro, you guys have this all fucked up. Don't romanticize this relationship. Then it gets risky. He's attractive, sexy, charming, and glamorous, full of energy, fearless confidence, and the life and soul of the party. That might not, on his best day, that's probably him. Right now, he's insecure because he's just released himself, and now he has to take, you know what I mean, criticism. But nobody's going to say, you know, as long as he stays in his own lane, they're all going to build his ego up. It's Russ. He's epic. He's my guy. He's my god. I can't wait to see what you're doing. Yay. And the crowd goes on. Until he pulls his panties down and we see what he's working with. Oh God, I got him yesterday. I was like, hey, you can go work with Kanye now. Just shave your head. Get that haircut we was talking about. I laughed so hard, Russ. Did you laugh? Oh, I'll be laughing. Anyways, he could be this guy. Anybody could be this guy. Who's attractive? They're all attractive. I think Logic is so cute in his weird ways. He has an attractiveness to it. Why does wife marry him? Why does he got so many girl fans? They see something attractive and sexy and charming and glamorous in him. Full of... Now, let's go to... Okay. I gotta be honest, Royce. You are not full of energy, fearless confidence, and the life and the soul of the party. You're the quiet guy. You're like Nate Dogg. You're like just there. You're just there. I don't even think you smile. Do you smile? Or you just do the head nod? Like YOLO. He can be moral, generous, warm-hearted, but also thoughtless, reckless, quick-tempered, boastful. There's my Russ. A person who must always have something new and exciting. Or is this you? Oh, God. It's the Aries guy. Bro, I don't know what it is about you right now, but it is just... You're just in a stage of... that I go through. And it's an ugly stage, and I hate to be you. But you can talk to the men. I have a support group of men that have been through it. That's what Bobby said. He literally said that. He said, I don't want to be caught up in the wake of... I told him, I think they're waking up just fine. And you look at Russ, except for him, he's dead asleep. Don't look at him. He always brings that guy into this conversation, like, as if... All right, let's be realistic. We got Russ and Bobby standing right in front of me. Please don't make me, is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna look behind you and see if there's somebody. Is there another option? Since I love both of you equally, it doesn't even matter. It's not your dick game, your money game. It's not. It's God's game, and it's a fucking showdown. It doesn't mean like I don't even know how I feel about Russ. I think it's funny. He's just a fucking friend, I guess, at this point. I don't know if I'm, like, attracted to him or anything, dude. I don't know if anything starts pumping inside of me. Like it did for Bobby. I don't know. But I know it did start pumping towards... It pumped out towards Lewis. It pumped out towards Marshall. Nah. Marshall at a point. Yeah, I don't know. No. I don't know if I feel that way for you. Anyways, a romance with this knight is likely to be passionate and dramatic. But he likes his freedom and may not want to be tied down. If and when he decides he does, he will be loyal and loving partner to a partner who shares their enthusiasm. Yeah, bro, I'll love you forever if you look gone and all that. All right, 69. Why is the Knight of Wands on page 69? God, you and your jokes. The reverse tells you that it's time to grow up. All right, grow up. I'm trying. Again, I'm pretty immature in this situation. Here we go. This is talking to you guys. Oh, God, here goes Kanye. It's nothing for Kanye to shave his head. He doesn't have any hair. The guy went bald, like, in his 20s. He's telling a bunch of people to shave their head. Oh, God, he's going to pop out on Sunday like it's his day. It's God's day, not your day, Kanye. Did you hear the rhyming? Yep, that was from God Almighty. There is more to life than having a good time, and maybe you've been living beyond your means, surrounded by insincere hanger-ons. That would be Russ and Noah's family. In it for what they can get out of you. I know, right? What are they going to get out of this album? Yeah, where are you taking them? Are you taking them on tour? Oh, I hit you with that yesterday. Hey, God hit you. You're hitting it. Jonica dropped again. Another fucking 1,000 people, bro. And I'm like, dude, how does this happen? This is like literally scientifically questionable as to why you think you're winning over there. Like, the whole point of growing is growth. So she keeps doing all these projects and she keeps losing. Like, the more you spend, the more you lose. And how does that make you a winner when she's spending your money and she's losing, which means you're losing? You think you're putting them up, but they're taking you down, and you do not see it. Hanging out with your brothers and sisters and mothers, bro. Nobody wants to hang out with them outside of you. But you think because they're with you that people are going to want to hang out with you or with them? Stop. Oh, my God. I'm seeing you taking her to the studios, your mother. Oh, my God. I would have burnt the shit out of you and her. We probably would have never been friends. Well, you know. Not such a bad thing, but what the fuck? Did you bring your mother here? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I don't know why none of you asked that question before I got here. But anyways, going back to it, you know, I love you, and they probably do too, but they're in it for what they can get out of you, bro. I don't want shit but your healing and your truth. Your happiness. Going back to Bobby, dude, like, what were you thinking? I mean, I could tell you what I was thinking from, you know, my own perspective, but ultimately, what do I want for you? Just for you to be happy, bro. Your whole fucking lifestyle makes me ill. Lewis, Royce, fucking Allie. Oh my God, bro. It's so sad to think about you. If I ever did, and I used to, I wonder what you're doing. You're in a sad, lonely place by yourself, isolated. All the time. I don't want to be you. I don't even want you to be you. That's very honest of me. All right. Or is it your, let's see. Or is it your attitude to work immature? Have you talked yourself into a job you can't actually do? Or are you trying to start a business without any proper foundation? You know what I mean? Going back to it, it's like, she's trying to compete with you, Russ. You think you're building her dreams, but what the fuck are you doing, bro? And people are disliking her more and more. Every time she tries to be more, they dislike her more and more. She loses more and more and more. The purpose of doing more is to get more, not lose more. Perhaps you just get bored easily and never finish anything you start. The Knight of Wands reversed may represent you or a person in your life. And I know I made a sideways joke about the jeans and the high heels, but that was so fucking ghetto fabulous, bro. Any designer, bro, and you guys stay in designer clothes. You stay in designer clothes. How do you not know how to dress? This bitch is supposed to be a model, bro. And she wrapped her heels around some jeans. If you were going to wear heels with jeans, then first off, you're going to make sure that the jeans don't have a flare. Out here looking like motherfucking Juneteenth. Kendrick Lamar. Those were flare jeans. The bigger the flare, the more they become a belle. We're old. It's fashion. She wrapped her fucking heels around a pair of flared jeans and said that this is Aries season. Are you fucking kidding, bitch? This is not. You're just as irritating as my own Aries. No wonder we don't fuck with you. We don't fuck with you. You know what it is? I'll tell you. You're the beginning of bullshit. Aries is the spark of the fire. Leo is the fire burning. Sagittarius is the fire untamed. We're in the fire sign, idiot. You're a fucking reverse. And going back to you, Russ. She's the polar opposite of your energy, and we've read it multiple times in the book. A Libra and an Aries is the polar opposite of each other. How did you think this was going to work? How are you going to be trying to make yourself you're something you're not? She's trying to be these things she's not, and you're encouraging this shit. Why? You got a whole crew that encourages the both of you. Just so they can get what they want out of it. Y'all are stupid as fuck. And like I said, that was a stupid look for her. But everything she does is stupid, bro. And it's making you look stupid. This girl was supposed to put you up, not bring you down, bro. You're better off single, bro. Go back and look at who you were when I met you and the type of music you were making by yourself and the success you had going. Yeah, granted, you were dragging your mom around because you didn't like to be alone. But it was better off than this. Your mom didn't fuck up your fucking reputation. They thought you were a good man with your mom. Your mom wasn't trying to build it. You know what I mean? What the fuck is... Sorry, stand back. Your problems. This is a you problem, not me. But I would like for you to succeed too. But you can't succeed with losers holding you down, Lewis. Going back to it, how wonderful it would have been to grow up as Lewis's father, not his mother. They treated the mother like shit. But how nice it would have been to live off of Lewis Hamilton for the rest of my life. That would have been nice. You know, to be all of these parents of these fucking rich kids that don't have to actually have an identity of their own. Wow, what an awesome fucking thing to have happen. Shh, grow the fuck up. Going back to it. The Knight of Wands reverse may represent a person, you or a person in your life, who has all the negative qualities of fire. So they're impatient, arrogant, immature, and argumentative. They act without thinking of the consequences, leaving trouble in their wake wherever they go. If you're hoping they'll commit in a relationship, they won't. They're far too selfish. I don't even know what to say. That's her current energy. Fuck yours. See, it could be all yours. Spiritual work in hand. The rest of you. And that's what... Oh, isn't that sad? He told me we could live like this forever and something. Fucking lying ass bitch. Lying ass. Where'd that come from? I don't know. In his head, we thought we could have an affair forever. I don't know what he was saying. I didn't even look at the rest of the conversation. You know how it went. The world has suddenly been turned upside down. You have been metaphorically stabbed through the heart, betrayed by a lover, friend, or business partner. This leaves you shocked, devastated, and in a world of pain. It's Friday. Don't despair. Things couldn't go on forever as they were. This ending is necessary in order for you to move forward. Don't feed yourself the poison of resentment every day. It won't harm the person who hurt you, but it will certainly damage you. Remembering the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And this is me on page 23. You have been hurt badly, but losing someone or something that you love. The path of healing can be hard and slow, but it has begun, and it will be easier if you look forward to the future instead of back into the past. And that's why do we look to the past? To heal anything that's unhealed, but mostly to see the strength. And that's where I saw it. Is like I looked at those messages and I was like, damn, bro, you got put in a weak-ass position. But look at you now. It's been months and you're fine. It didn't even kill you when it happened. But now you understand why he killed you all those years ago when he did it. He did it to me years ago, bro. And it killed me and shut me down. And then he came back and he did it to me again. And it killed me and shut me down. And I let him do it again. And that's what you see. It's like, it's not going to be the same as last time. I worked through these feelings. Leave me alone with them and watch what comes out of it. Glory. That's what happened. Give yourself permission to forgive and release the hurt. If you suppress your feelings, you will not heal. And that's it. How does this make you feel? Looking at what you've been through, does it hurt you? Are you still hurt by this experience? No, I'm healed by this experience. Sometimes you gotta re-experience it to heal it. I hope you don't. Alright, outcome please. Ooh. Two of Wands. Gotta make some decisions. Gotta make some decisions. So your swords is all about, let me see, I wrote this down here. Your wands are about your will and your intent, okay? Your swords, well, it's your intent as well. Your swords is your thought, your intellect, you know what I mean? How you put your mind to it. Your wands is your will, right? So we're talking about your mind and your will. The Knight of Cups is moving, you know what I mean? How you're moving and what's powering you, ultimately. Just kind of giving you a quick heads up. All right, so the wands come after you deal with your mind, then you have to deal with your willpower, your will to live. All right, the Ace of Wands is the initial spark of inspiration, same as Aries, I told you that. The Two of Wands concerns shaping it so you can achieve your goals, and it is the Magician card brought to earth. Your ideas have a lot of potential. That's your ideas, your swords. But you will need hard work, willpower, which is your wands, and dedication to realize your vision. You've taken the first steps. Now you must keep your aim focused and wait for your objectives to materialize. And that's why I told you, nothing has materialized except for the lost connection. Dude, turn flamingo is screaming. God, I hate that guy. I really do. I don't like the frequency that comes out of this bitch's mouth. Who is he? My kid's his YouTuber, Flamingo. It's annoying. All he does is scream like a maniac.
His real name's Albert.
Albert?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds like a Prince Albert screaming like that. Your ideas, yeah. And that's what it is. Wait for your objectives to materialize. This is a seed that I planted in October that is now springing in the spring. We come up with great ideas and we believe in them and we put our work into it and we keep, you know what I mean? I keep watering this. I kept calling him every fucking week. Twice a week is what they call for. You know what I mean? You got to keep watering this idea. One day they're going to call me and give me a house. And I told you, and finally you're like, I don't know. That water looks, I don't know what's happening there. We might need to feed off of something else. And that's why you're always putting ideas into the ground. You're always materializing them. And they will burst. Here is a balance to be struck between daring and planning. Perhaps you will have to decide whether to stick with what you know or take a risk. And that's it. If I stayed in Colorado and I did the campground shit, that's something of what I know. Going up north is taking a huge risk. I have no idea what's up there. Have the courage of your convictions. Two are associated with unions, and the Two of Wands indicates a good time for friendship. They'll make sure any relationship is an equal one. And going back to Bobby, I'm not mad at him, because when I came back here, he tried to be nothing more than my friend. That's all I told him. I was like, dude, we just can't do this, dude. That made me feel like shit. I don't want to be part of this. I mean, I have all these feelings for you, but there's got to be a way. I can't run from you. I can't run from the feelings. There's got to be a way that I can have you, you know what I mean? We can have some type of relationship that's respectful to your current reality. And so he comes out and he's like, we're not going to be physical. And all of a sudden that brings up all of these insecurities to where, no, I was lying. I really did want that closeness with you. And I had to overcome that. Only to end up putting us both in the same fucking predicament. What is the predicament? It's the truth. We're lying to each other, both of us. We're just trying to accommodate each other's lives and find a way that we can be part of each other's lives and still keep our own lives. Friends with benefits. It's not gonna work, bro. If it was gonna work, then he would have just called me back and we would have kept working it. But it wouldn't work because at that moment we realized, you know what I mean? Again, he has to face he had to go back home with all of this. Can I hide this from my wife? Can I keep this hidden and just have this? Can we do this forever? I can't do this again. It's not fair to her and it's not fair to me. Doesn't mean he didn't want it. Doesn't mean I didn't want it, but neither one of us wanted it under these circumstances. And yet, he kept believing, and that's where I got so mad at him. He kept talking to me in Oklahoma about, physicality, us getting together and shit. And I'm like, no, I don't ever want to do that again because look at what it's doing. And then we did it, and then I'm like, fine, let's do it again. And that's what I told him in the messages. I'll show you the, no, I will not. I could if I had to show it under perjury. It's like, if I do this, it's because I want to and not because because you're pressuring me. It's something that I like to do. In the sense of, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, ultimately I feel like this is going to end up happening anyways because there's all of these suppressed, you know, feelings for you. I'm trying to kind of control them, is what I started. And then I was like, all right, fine, I'm not going to control them. Let's see what happens. This is what happened. In essence, yeah, he thought it would be cool. Okay, maybe we can find a way to have this relationship like we, you know, and I can still have my life. I can have my cake and eat it too. No, bro. You're getting crumbs all over the place, bro. This isn't working. I'm not mad at him, me, God. I mean, I was, till I understood what is happening right here. The tippy-toe dance of, you know, denying our feelings and trying to keep things in control. But when you lose control and let go of control, that's where you really find the power. And that's what it was. What if I just give into this bullshit? You know you want to. I do. You just do what makes you happy and see what happens. I didn't expect this, but I understand why it happened. And am I mad? No, because I did what made me happy. So going back to it, it's like it's a union, but it indicates a good time for friendships. They'll make sure any relationship is equal. And that's what we were doing a lot, is trying to figure out how can we be part of each other's lives. And I kept telling them, this isn't going to work, bro. As a twin flame, this isn't going to work. It's beyond an actual relationship of the physical world. We can't be friends, but I tried. I invited him out, you know, let's go do family shit. You want to take your kids to the fucking museums? You want to go do a barbecue? You want to... I tried to be that... But I can't, because it doesn't look right. All of this isn't right. But it doesn't deny our connection. We're just supposed to sit in that, you know, act like it doesn't exist. Okay, yeah. Buddy. That works. It doesn't work. I've been doing that for, like, how long now? Good luck on that. That's where it is. It's like, I don't deny this shit. I was in Russ's fucking DMs or Russ's fucking page in 40 seconds of his bullshit. I can't deny it. Reverse meaning. You feel as though you are being held back by circumstances or another person, but you are reluctant to make any changes, such as leaving an unfulfilling relationship or job. Whether you sacrifice your dreams for security, it's up to you. Speaking of the devil. It's not as easy as you would think, guys. And again, that was all pride. I'm going to leave my comfy lifestyle for this homeless girl? Come on. God puts so much on all of them. And that's even down to my celebrities. I'm gonna fucking... No way. I've been single all my life and you want me to take this homeless girl? I'm not homeless. I'm part of a freaking brotherhood. It simply is just kind of designed this way. But in the sense of I wasn't homeless when you fell in love with me, dipshit. And me going homeless didn't change your love for me. You only have more compassion and love for me. It's all in your pride, dipshits. But, you know, leaving your unfulfilling relationships. I'm not giving up my wife for this. Why? I'm not worthy of your love. I wouldn't make you a happy man. I wouldn't give you children and we wouldn't be successful. Talking about him or any of you. I couldn't do this for you, Russ. You couldn't be that guy. I couldn't be that girl. Yeah, it didn't make sense. Not on the surface. You definitely don't look like that guy and you didn't know me to be that girl. But now, after all that you've gone through, you're going to deny the truth that I'm a wonderful mother, a hard-working woman, a woman of God, very, you know what I mean? Powerful, a full goddess in the flesh. I'm not worthy of your love and time and affection. Come on now. Whether you sacrifice your dreams for security, it's up to you. And that's it. You could never dream of having a relationship with a woman like me. And that's it. As God presented it, and you're like, no. It's going to take too much work. And that's how I looked at Russ. And that's how I looked at Bobby. It's like, this will never work. There's too many fucking components. I made a song about it. It's not that I don't love you. It's just there's a whole world standing in between us. And I can't move it by myself. But if you move some pieces and I move some pieces, then we could come together. But that means we have to move our lives out of the way so for us to be together. That's what he said. Why does someone have to give up their life, sacrifice their life for you to feel love? And I always say it. I had to sacrifice my life to feel love. And it worked. So I know that if you sacrifice this life, you will find true love. For yourself, for God, and for humanity. But the life you have right now, you don't love. You don't love your life. Well, that's a good story. So that's where we're at. I'm ready for lunch, a nap, and then to go start my new adventure, make my choices, and let go of the heartache that I've been through. How about you? Are you ready to start something new? Are you ready to make some choices? How did I get here? How am I getting where I'm going? By making hard choices every day, especially on a Friday, to let go of something that's no longer serving us. That's what he wants you to do. I've never seen that card. Let's go with it. It's beautiful. Imagine. Just imagine. You can't imagine because all you can see is your fears. But they do. They imagine what it would be like to spend time with me, to wake up next to me, to laugh with me, to sit next to me and watch me do this shit. They imagine it all. But it just stays in their imagination because, you know what I mean? They don't make the call. What number is that? Is there a number on there? I don't see a fucking number. Do you see a number on this card? Oh, 20. I'm like, where's the number? It was very hidden. I went to 19, which was flexible. Interesting. On page 77. Essential meaning, turning imagination into manifestations. Creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imaginary and feelings, creativity, and illusions. I just stopped there, and so that was confirmation. It's like they're all great ideas until you make them take actions to making this real in your life. That goes back to Bobby. He's like, you want to have children? When we had this conversation, no. I never want to get married. I never want to have children. I never want to be with a man ever again. That's how I truly felt when I started this. But that's not how I feel anymore. And that's it. It's your feelings change. Your dreams change. That, you know what I mean? You change. Oracle message. Who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You were gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. I don't know what that is. It says spam. This is a time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board, or help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see things come to pass in the outer world, as if by magic. I talked about that yesterday. It's your belief system. This is all about believing not in yourself. Believe that God. Put your eyes on God and you can't fail. He's not going to let you believe a lie, bro. You don't want to believe in just any idea that comes in your mind. Okay? Believe in his promises. You're not entitled. Believe in his promises. Relationship message. In matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another person as a means of connecting with that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it. Not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydreaming into the reality, beyond illusions and into fruition. Relationships are about relating. So step onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. I'm gonna stop there. Usually it's the prosperity and the protection message. I encourage you to buy it. Why am I stopping there? Because I'm running out of air and energy, and my phone's gonna die, and it's time to end. I say when it's time to end, and it's time to end now. So, you heard my testimony. You heard how it works. You heard the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's just midday. We started in the beginning. I taught you about magic and witchcraft and shit. Then in the midday, I taught you about manifestations and realizations of the seeds you planted. What do we get into tonight? Shadows. We don't get off track. There's just more put on us before we get back. So I want you to understand that. This is our second video, but there will be a third. The third will be facing the shadows, our fears, our limitations, things we need to heal in order to go forward. Right? And I know it sounds crazy, my situation, but in order to go forward, sometimes you have to go back to where you started from. Because you didn't have a proper foundation. You know, going back to housing, that's where I was when these kids were little. And I chose to forget about it and hide it and not tell anybody where I came from and walk around as a prissy little know-it-all bitch and that my life was all together. I didn't let anyone see where I really had came from. Oh, they're going to see it this time. And that's it. Sometimes you do have to be humbled to go back to where you came from your absolute roots. You got to be put back in the ground so you can grow strong again. And I'm from Colorado. You know what I mean? And that's it. It's like after you've been from, you know what I mean, 28 places and you got the swag and you're the streets and you're all these things. I'm also Coloradan. And I'm proud of it. 5280. Anyways, going back to it, yeah, I wish, you know, in the essence of, you don't have to take this. No, but this is good for me and my family. This is good for me and my family, and it doesn't need to be forever, but it's good for now. And that's where we stay, is the here and now. Tomorrow, God might say, you know, he might just put me up there for a couple weeks, and then he gives me the inspiration to do something else. But right now, he's giving us peace and rest. And that's all you can ask for from our Lord. Give me peace and rest. Because we've got lots to do. There's adventures ahead. Hey, I love you guys. I'll catch you guys soon. Laters, haters.